Hey guys, welcome back to LCW Productions. I'm here today with a brand new video. And in today's video, we're going to be going through every single LEGO Star Wars Battle Pack. We're going to rank them all the way down to 1. So there's 41 LEGO Star Wars Battle Packs. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Alright guys, coming in at number 41, we have the Tatooine Battle Pack. Now, I wasn't a big fan of this one, and it wasn't a very good army building set, if that makes sense, because you go get a battle pack to army build. So I think that's why I'm placing it as the worst battle pack. I honestly don't really hate any battle packs, but I do think that this is my least favorite one. So with that being said, that's why I'm placing it at number 41. Okay guys, and at number 40, we have the Praetorian Guard Battle Pack. Now this set is cool, and it came with cool minifigures, but the Praetorian Guards were not something to army build, and I just don't feel like it was a strong build and set altogether, and it was a Last Jedi set, and so I don't think a lot of people are really popular, so I think that it just wasn't that great of a set, and that's why I'm placing it at number 40. Okay guys, and at number 39, we have the Bounty Hunter Battle Pack. Now, let's be honest here, the Bounty Hunter Battle Pack is an awesome set, but it is not an army building set whatsoever. You do not need multiple versions of those Bounty Hunters, but it was a great way to get cheap, awesome minifigures. So with that being said, that's why I placed it there. Okay guys, and at number 38, we have the Death Star Cannon. Now, a lot of people like this set, but I don't think it was good for army building whatsoever. Again, cool minifigures, it was a semi-good build, but it just wasn't good for army building, and I feel like when you grade it as an overall set, it's not bad at all, but when you look at it from the perspective of battle packs and why you go buy multiples of battle packs, I don't think it was a very strong set for that tier, so with that being said, that's why I placed it there. Okay guys, and at number 37, we have the First Order Specialist Battle Pack. Now, to be honest, the set is kind of cool, the minifigures are kind of cool, but I'm never been a huge fan of the First Order. I think it's cool, but I just don't think that battle pack was very good, because I've never really got into collecting the First Order, so kind of collecting that as a battle pack also didn't really strike me. So I didn't really I don't even think I got this one when it came out. I just didn't really like it, so that's why I'm placing it there. Okay guys, and at number 36, we have the First Order Speeder. So this was a little set that came with the shield and the officer, so I honestly thought that this was a good set. It was a great way to get some minifigures, but also looking at it, I just didn't really particularly enjoy it, if that makes sense. I thought that it just, again, like the last one, it just wasn't really that good of an army building set, but I can see why some people would like it, but to me, I only got one of them, and I never really felt the need to get any more of them, so that being said, that's why I placed it there. Okay guys, and at number 35, we have the Shadow Troopers / Guards Battle Pack. Now, I thought this Battle Pack was pretty good, but for me, I never really wanted Shadow Guards or Shadow Troopers. Now, I think the set is awesome, and I think the minifigures are the only good part about it, but let's be honest here, I mean, I just feel like the Shadow Troopers, although they are cool, nobody really army builds those, or had an interest in army building them, and nobody ever really, that I've seen, had a good particular use for them in mocks. So with that being said, I feel like it's a fair ranking, but you could rank this higher and lower, but that's just my personal opinion. Alright guys, and at number 34, we have the Assassin Droid Battle Pack. Now, I think this battle pack is a kind of a scam compared to the Clone Trooper Walker that we got in the same year. You get 4 assassin droids versus 4 clone troopers. I feel like it's just droids, and it didn't really have a good feel to it, because you didn't really get a minifigure in it, if that makes sense. It's just a bunch of droids and a little build. So for LEGO, I feel like it was kind of a cheap way out of doing a better battle pack, but then you could also argue that the 2007 droid battle pack was also kind of designed that way, but I think the assassin droids are a way more simple build, and they just don't really look cool, and you're not going to army build those either, so I feel like that's why I'm placing it there, but I could see people placing it a little bit higher as well. Okay guys, and at number 33, we have the Rogue One Rebels Battle Pack. Now, I thought this Battle Pack was alright, but I think army collecting Rebels hasn't really been a personal thing for me, I guess. I feel like if you're making mocks, it was cool to maybe get like 2 of them, but in a greater scheme of things, nobody was really army building these, so that's why I'm kind of placing it there. But I do think that it is a fair ranking, and it's not the best battle pack we've ever gotten, but I wouldn't say it's bad either. It's just not as, I guess, good as the other ones, so that's why I'm putting it there. Okay guys, and at number 32 we have the Empire Hoth Battle Pack. Now this is the old one from, I think it was 2010. So I actually really like this battle pack, but I think that it just really isn't like a good army building battle pack. For me, it was more of a I guess a way to like just get minifigures, I guess, which I get. Obviously that's the point of a battle pack, but for me, when I was getting them at the time, I was really little and I just didn't feel the need to get more of them, because you get that AT-AT driver. That kind of brings it down for me a little bit, but I do like the snow troopers, obviously, and then you get the, you know, the little officer guy. So for me, it was just, as a kid, it wasn't a really like enticing set, but I still got it because it was cool and it paired well with the other ones, so that's why I'm putting it there. But yeah. Okay guys, and at number 31 we have the Hoth Rebels Battle Pack from the exact same year of 2010. Now I like this one over the Empire one because this one went really well with the Hoth Echo base and that other set that came out. So for me, it was a way to put more minifigures in my little display at the time. And the Empire one just didn't really do the same thing for me. So I feel like a lot of people put the Empire one over this, but I'm going to put this one here for the simple fact that I just, as a kid, I had more nostalgia for it and I had more of a reason to go get multiple of them, because I remember getting like 3 of them or something like that. So for me, I like it more over the Empire one, but I could see people switching this one up a little bit. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. But with that being said, that's why I placed it there. Okay guys, and at number 30 we have the 2012 Endor Battle Pack. Now this battle pack was really cool, and I think I've actually gotten like 2 or 3 of these. I really like the build, and I actually do like the speeder bikes, but for a collecting standpoint, it doesn't really make any sense to get a bunch of these, because you're not gonna really want a lot of these unless you're building a Battle Endor, because it's not a really effective way to get, you know, a bunch of scout troopers and a bunch of stormtroopers. So for me, it wasn't really like an army building feeling thing. It felt more like the battle pack, because the battle was actually inside of one set. I feel like this is kind of when they stopped doing the you go buy this one and this one, it's a battle, and it's more collective. So that's kind of why I have a slight problem with it, but I think it's a great set, don't get me wrong, but I don't think it's better than the ones in front of it. So with that being said, that's why I placed it there. Okay guys, and at number 21 we have the Sith Trooper Battle Pack. Now, to be honest with you guys, I don't really like this set, and I'm not a huge fan of the Final Order Sith Troopers at all. But I do recognize that if you are collecting this, that it's a great way to get minifigures. I mean, this is essentially like our updated version of the Clone Walker at a point. If you're trying to collect those, this is a perfect set to get a bunch of those minifigures in, because you could essentially go buy 10 of those and you have 40 of them, because you get 4 minifigures that are good. So I mean, look at it how you will. So that's why I'm placing it there, but I don't really like it, but I could see why a lot of people who army build right now would like it, but it doesn't entice me at all, and I don't really particularly think that it's the best set ever made, so that's why I'm putting it there. Okay guys, and at number 28 we have the Resistance Battle Pack. Now I actually really like this set, and for when the time it came out, I think I got a few of them, but I just didn't really think it was like, I don't know, looking back on it, I don't really feel the need to rebuild this at all, because it paired with the the First Order Battle Pack that came out with it, and I really like that one. But the Resistance one, the speeder was kind of lame. It almost felt like the same build from the Iron Man 3, the Mandarin like little car thing. So I mean, it just felt kind of wonky, and it didn't really feel like it belonged. In the minifigures, you get like 2 officers and then 2 Resistance troopers. It's just kind of a lame minifigure selection. So with that being said, that's kind of why I placed it there, but I could see people putting it lower and higher, so let me know what you guys think. Alright guys, and at number 27 we have the Clone and Jedi Battle Pack. Now this was a great way to get P1 clones back a few years ago, but you did not need 100 Kiyotimundis, and you did not need 100 of the Bears offies. So, and the build was atrocious. So, or however you say it, I'm sorry. But like, it was just horrible. And I thought the 2 minifigures were great, but other than that, you're spending $15 to get 2 minifigures, and that's it. So I didn't really see a huge need to get it. I got one of them, and that was all I needed. So that's kind of why I'm putting it here, and I could see people going back and forth on it, but that's kind of my opinion. So we're just going to stick with it, and let's move on to the next one. Okay guys, and at number 26 we have the 2022 Snow Troopers Battle Pack. Now I think this is the best Battle Pack we've gotten in years, but let's be honest here, unless you're building a Battle of Hoth, there's no real need to army build this. I feel like when you think of army building, you think of a droid army, you think of, you know, your clone armies, and you think of like an Imperial army. When I think of an Imperial army, I'm thinking like Stormtroopers. So this set is great for adding on to an Imperial army, but like it's all Scout Troopers and Snow Troopers. Obviously they're not going to put a Snow Trooper in it. I'm not naive to say that they're going to do that, but I'm saying for me, I don't feel the need to go out and buy a bunch of them, especially since they're $20 each. And so I think the price is really bad. I know inflation and all that, but I can't see myself going out and buying a bunch of them. So 4 epic minifigures, a relatively good build for the set, and I think it pairs well with all the Hoth sets coming out, but I think that every single one of them, of the other ones that are in front of it, are better, but I think that this is a really solid battle pack. I'm just not a big fan of the price, and for me, I don't really feel like the need to collect this one as much, so that's why I'm placing it here. But obviously I know a lot of people love this one, so they're going to place it a lot higher, but that's my opinion. I'm just going to stick with it. Alright guys, and at number 24 we have the Senate Commandos Battle Pack. Now I know a lot of people don't really like this set, but for me, watching the Clone Wars growing up, I absolutely love the Senate Guards, and the only thing about this set is that I think the cannon's kind of weird. I think what would have been cool is if you almost got like a micro fighter type build, like the speeder that travels throughout Coruscant. But other than that, you get 4 epic minifigures, you get the 1 captain and the 3 normal ones. I mean, this isn't really like an army building set, but it's still one of those minifigures that's really cool to have. Unless you got the Venator or the Bounty Hunter Escape set, I think that's what it's called. I mean, other than that, you would have not really gotten these, so I do feel like it's a really good battle pack, and I'm going to place it there because I feel like I had a sense of joy when I saw that it was releasing, so that's why I'm putting it there. Okay, and at number 23, we have the Battlefront Rebels version. Now, I really love this set, and because you get like 4 distinct different minifigures, I especially love the Rodian, and I love the jetpack. So I think that this set is phenomenal, and I can't really imagine them making this set any better. The speeder is a really nice build, and it complements it with a bunch of great minifigures. This set is just what I imagine the Rebels battle pack to look like, and so that's why I'm putting it here. And so I don't think LEGO's ever going to make a battle pack that's this good again, and I think they should make more sets based off Battlefront. But with that being said, it's a really great set, and that's why I'm putting it there. Okay guys, and at number 22 we have the 2008 Imperial Dropship. Now I love this set, I love the Shadow Trooper, and I love the 3 Stormtroopers, but I don't really like the build. It doesn't really hold up to today, but looking at it then, it was a great way to get a bunch of Stormtroopers. The Shadow Troopers were really awesome, and I think that this is just a great battle pack, and there's not much more to say about it than it's just one of the best we've ever gotten, so that's just going to leave it there. Alright guys, and at number 21 we have the 2015 First Order Battle Pack. Now this was a battle pack that I really felt like this was the first one that came out, and that kind of made me feel more appreciative of The Force Awakens, if that makes sense, because I got this and it made me want to army build the First Order. And so that only lasted for like a year and a half, but I got a fair amount of these things, and I had probably like 20-25 First Order Stormtroopers, and I was really happy at the time, and I just remember that feeling. So I think this battle pack really got me into the army building aspect of things. You know, obviously I collected like some battle packs before that, but I never really wanted to build an army before this one came out, and then when this one came out, I just felt like the need to go buy more battle packs. So I think it's a great battle pack, and it's a little overrated, but the build in it is really great, and the minifigures are okay. But with that being said, that's why I'm putting it here, and there is obviously improvements that could be made to it, but I think it's one of the greater battle packs we've ever gotten. Okay, guys, and at number 20, we have the 2008 Rebel Speeder. Now, this was a great way to get 4 minifigures of the Rebel, I guess you say like fleet troopers. I'm not really sure what they're called, but they're basically like the rebellion soldiers. Sorry, and so I really like this set. And when it came out, I got like 2 of them, I think. It was just one of my favorite sets that came out during that time, and I loved getting the Imperial Dropship in this one and kind of battling it out a little bit. But I really like this set, and I just remember having a few of them, and I really love the minifigures that came in it, and the build kind of felt like it belonged because of seeing like something similar in episode 4. So for me, I really like it, and I feel confident that that's a fair ranking. Alright, and at 19 we have the Rogue One Stormtrooper Battle Pack. Now this came with 2 Death Troopers and I think it was 2 Stormtroopers, but this set was really good when it came out. The build is very questionable, but those Death Troopers, that was a quick and easy way to get some Death Troopers, and everybody at the time wanted to get some, especially when that movie came out. So for me, this is just a high ranking because the Death Troopers being in it, and that's really all I have to say about it. So let's move on to the next one. Okay, guys, and at number 18 we have the Inferno Squad Battle Pack. Now, this was a great battle pack. You get Item Versio and 3 other Inferno Squad members. This is just a great set, and it's not really good for army building, but I think this was one of the better battle packs we've ever gotten. They were extremely detailed minifigures, and it came out corresponding with the Battlefront 2 campaign, and that's one of my favorite campaigns in like video game history. Like, I've played a decent amount of video games. I had a lot of fun playing through it, and I think it's partly due to nostalgia and Star Wars, but just being completely transparent and the fact that I had a lot of fun. And so getting this set and getting these minifigures was something that I didn't think was ever really going to happen, and so I'm just really glad that we were able to get it. And so I was just really happy when I got it, and I didn't really get 2 of them because I only really needed 1 of them. But with that being said, that's why I placed it there. Alright, guys, and at number 17 we have the Imperial Patrol. It's the solo Stormtrooper Battle Pack. Now, I love this set. I love those 2 Stormtroopers, and I absolutely love that speeder build from the set. So, I mean, there's not that much to say about it. It's a pretty simple battle pack, but it coming out with solo, I felt like it kind of flew under the window a little bit, but I think that it is definitely one of the better battle packs ever made, and it's extremely underrated in my eyes, and I feel confident putting it in this spot, and I think a lot of people will agree with me, but that's why I'm going to put it there. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Alright, guys, and at number 16, I have a controversial opinion. I'm going to put the ARC Trooper Battle Pack here. So this came out in 2012, I believe, and this came with 1 ARC Trooper, 1 ARC Trooper, I think that's what it's called. It's like the red ARC Trooper, and then 2 Commando Droids and a little cannon build. Now, this was a great set, but I had no interest in army building this set whatsoever. The Commando Droids were cool, and the ARC Trooper was awesome. I ended up getting like 4 of these, and I remember just looking, I was preparing to buy a few more of them, and I just remember looking at 4 ARC Troopers, sorry, and was just like, why do I need to get more of these? So for me, it's a great battle pack, but I never really saw the point in getting a lot of them, so that's why I'm going to put it here. But yeah, let me know what you guys would have placed it higher. I just didn't think the army building aspect was as high, so yeah. Alright, guys, and at number 15 we have the Geon Trooper Battle Pack. Now, this set is really cool. The only thing I have a problem with is that the walker is a little wonky, and I wish it would have been more, I guess half and half, because we got a few battle packs where it was clones that didn't really feel like they existed. I think like 2 regular white clones and then 2 of the airborne Geon Troopers would have been really cool, or maybe like an ARF Geon Trooper to mix it up a little bit, like the 2011 battle pack. So that's just kind of like my opinion on it. I could see people going back and forth on it, but for me, I think that it was a good set, and it just wasn't one that I felt like I need to go get a bunch of, but I think it's one of the better ones we got minifigures for. I just have a few critiques for it, so that's why I'm going to put it there. Alright guys, and at number 14 we have the Battlesalukama. Now not a lot of people consider this a battle pack, but I'm going to go ahead and consider it one because I feel like it belongs. So this is a set that we got multiple battle droids in. We got that Bark Speeder with the Clone Trooper that came in it. And I really like the Clone Trooper, although I can't ever seem to remember his name. I thought he was a great minifigure to get, and I ended up getting like 3 of these, so I had 3 of him. So I didn't really think of him as like a commander, but I thought he was a pretty good Clone Trooper to get, and the Bark Speeder was one of the best Bark Speeder builds that we've ever gotten, in my opinion. I still think the 2011 Battle Pack is the best speeder build we've ever gotten, but I'm just simply saying that I think that this Battle Pack is good, but it could have been improved just a little bit better. If we got another clone in it, it probably would have solidified it a lot more, but this was more something you got to get some droids in, really. So that's why I'm putting it there, but it could have been better, but I don't think it could have really been worse from the way it came out, so that's why I'm going to put it there. Okay guys, and at number 13 we have the Rebel Troopers minifigure pack. So this came out this year in 2022 as I'm recording this video, and I actually really like this set. I think that it is a great way to just establish the fact that we don't need to have actual box sets just for the purpose of buying these as the minifigures. It's always been just the minifigures, and so I'm glad that they're taking a turn and just making that the focus now. And with that being said, I know a lot of people are like, why are you placing this so high? I think that this has a really great minifigure selection, and if you're buying a lot of these, the thing is that it feels like they're kind of customizable almost, and so I feel like you can get a lot of these and build an army. But I think that's a great way if you're making a Battlefront mock, that this paired with the 2020 One Snowtrooper Battle Pack. I think it's 22. I'm sorry, but I think that it just pairs really well, and I placed that one a lot lower on the list because I just didn't really feel like it was hitting the spot for me the same way that this one is. But I really like this set a lot, and I hope you guys feel the same way. I could see a lot of people being a little bit mad about this one, but I'm going to put it here because it's my personal opinion, but let me know where you guys would have put this one. Alright guys, and at number 12 we have the 2022 Clone Trooper Command Station. Now this set is really good to me. We get 3 minifigures, the clone and the clone commander, and then we have the 2 regular P1 clones. Now I really like this. A great price for the 3 minifigures in my opinion. The build is kind of mad, but honestly I think this is a great set, and there's not really much to say about it. It's a minifigure pack, one of the first kind that we ever gotten. Hope we get more in the future. With that being said, let's move on. Alright guys, and at number 11 we have the 2013 Clone Trooper Command Center Battle Pack. Now, I really loved this set when it came out. I think I got more than 10 of these. It comes with 1 P1 clone, 1 of the Sergeants, I believe it is, and then 2 Droidekas, and then a pretty sweet little command center build. Now, I remember getting so many of these, I could build a command center without even looking at the instructions. So, with that being said, I really like this set. My only thing is I wish that it was more just, like, I don't know, because I've had the same critique on some where I wish it was just the minifigures, and then I've had some where I wish it was mixed. But I think for this one, 1 Droideka and 3 clones would have been just fine. So, I don't know, look at it how you want to look at it, but this is definitely one of the best battle packs we've ever gotten. And anyone from that time period, remembering when this set just first got leaked, everybody was freaking out. So I remember seeing base plates on base plates in some people's armies with this minifigure. So that being said, that's why I'm putting it there, but it's definitely one of the best in my opinion. Alright guys, and at number 10 we have the 2020 Mandalorian Battle Pack. Now this set is really great. We get 4 distinct Mandalorian minifigures. This is just, it's a reminder of the 2011 Battle Pack for me, and people are going to argue with me about this, but I don't really care. This is a top 10 Battle Pack, although it's at number 10. It's just a really good battle pack to me, and I think it was nearly perfect, and it's definitely one of the best battle packs we've gotten in the last few years. So that being said, there's not much to say about it other than the fact that they're unique minifigures, but they're also really cool minifigures, and I could see this one being worth a good amount after the hype for it's kind of gone down. But with that being said, that's why I put it there. Okay, in number 9 we have the 2007 Droid Battle Pack. Now this came with Super Battle Droids and Battle Droids, but this set was really great, and it had a great build for when it came out. It felt like it made sense, and the Battle Droids are just really awesome to collect, especially we've got a bunch of these. There's not much to say about it other than it was a cool battle pack when it came out, and That's about it. Alright guys, and at number 8 we have the 2007 Clone Trooper Battle Pack. Like with the other one, there's not much to say about this one other than the speeder build was alright and the turret build was alright, but the minifigures we got in it were phenomenal. My only thing is that they have the holes in the helmet, but obviously that was the design back then, so I think that the minifigures are great. I've gotten one of these over the years and it's just a great set, and I highly recommend it to anybody who has not gotten it yet. And with that being said, that's why I put it there. Alright guys, and at number 7 we have the Battlefront Galactic Empire Battle Pack. Now this came with the Shock Troopers, the Jet Trooper. Like, this set is one of my favorite battle packs ever made. There's not much more to say about it other than this is like what I think is a perfect battle pack. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. This set is just really good to me, and I really love how it turned out, and I'm glad that they made it. I remember getting a few of them, but the army building aspect for this was pretty cool, and the Shock Troopers were a great addition to this battle pack, and I think that it was just a great set, like I've already previously stated, and I think that this is a fair ranking for it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and with that being said, let's get on. Alright guys, and number 6, we have the Kashyyyk Trooper Battle Pack. Now, my only thing on this is that we had 2 clones that weren't really in the movie. The normal P2 clones that are in it really don't make sense, but I think that the actual Scout Troopers are great minifigures, and people collecting this at the time, the Scout Troopers were really nice to have, and the Clone Troopers were also nice, although not in the movie. I think that the actual Swamp Speeder was also a very good addition to the set, and I think that the Scout Trooper is just my favorite part of this, and that's why I'm placing it here. And there's not a lot that competes with this, and I think it's just an overall one of those better battle packs we've ever gotten. So with that being said, that's why I'm placing it. So without further ado, let's get into the top 5. Okay guys, and at number 5 we have the Mandalorian Battle Pack from 2011. This had 4 Mandalorians in it, their little speeder from the Ark, and then the it was like the little turret. So for me, this is one of my favorite battle packs of all time. I remember getting this, I was so happy. 4 Mandalorians to go head to head with those 4 clone troopers. This was just a time of battle packs, you know. I mean, there's not much else more to say about it. It's a pretty simple battle pack, but other than that, I mean, this is just one of those things where you just gotta give it the credit that it deserves, and that's why I'm putting it there. Okay guys, and at number 4 we have the 2011 Clone Speeder. Now I love this set. You get the ARF Trooper, the Hoth Trooper, I think it's the 2 bomb squads, and so this was a great battle pack when it came out. I got a bunch of them. My favorite speeder build. Overall, not much more to say about it other than the fact that it's one of my favorite battle packs I've ever gotten. So without further ado, let's get into the top 3. Alright, and at number 3 we have the Old Republic Battle Pack. Now if you've watched any of my other videos, I'm a huge LEGO Old Republic fan, so for me, I love this battle pack with all my heart. You get the speeder, and then you get the 2 Old Republic Troopers, and then you get the 2 Old Republic Sith Troopers. So the designs of these minifigures are phenomenal. The build for the mini turret is awesome. The little speeder thing, I'm not sure if it was actually in the game, I can't remember, but I think that this was a great build. It's a great battle pack. It went really well with that 2013 Geon battle pack. I'm talking about the command center. So I think that it's just really a great set, and it's my top 3 for sure because of personal enjoyment and the nostalgia for it. With that being said, let's get on to number 2. Okay guys, and at number 2 we have the Udupa Battle Pack. Now this came with the 2 clone troopers and then the 2 airborne troopers, and it came with that little droid build. There's not much more to say about it than other than the fact that it's like the best battle pack we've ever gotten besides the first one. And really when this came out, I remember everybody going and getting like 100 of these. So I remember I got like 3 of them. So one of my favorite battle packs, you know, bar none. And it's just, you know, there's not that much to say about it. It's pretty simple. You know, battle packs, there's not a lot that go into them, but you can easily rank these things. So with that being said, let's get into number 1. Okay guys, and at number 1, you already guessed it, it's the 2009 Clone Walker Battle Pack. And this set we had 1 clone gunner and 3 P1 clones. This was a Clone Wars style set. You got black armor and a Clone Walker build, and this is the most nostalgic set for just about everybody. And I mean, this set is just the battle pack. When you think of LEGO releasing a battle pack, you hope that they make something like this again, because it's never going to happen again unless they literally recreate the set or make something better than it. But for me, I don't think this set's ever going to get topped as the #1 battle pack. I had a few of these. I remember getting it. I just remember building it and being so happy I got the clone troopers. And with that being said, the impact on the community with this set was huge, and it kind of was the birth of starting the clone army. So with that being said, that was my ranking for all 41 Lego Star Wars battle packs. I know this could probably be considered a controversial listing. This is just my personal opinion and how I think that the set should be ranked. If you guys want to, rank your top 5 battle packs in the comments below. I'm extremely intrigued and I'm interested to know what you guys would have ranked your top 5. So let me know in the comments below. And with that being said, thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Share the video with your friends if you enjoyed it. And make sure to turn on that bell to be notified about future uploads I make to the channel. So with that being said, have a great and wonderful day.